Brian Kreutz, and this is my buddy Tim Costigan.
Hey, buddy.
Today we're going to – hi, Tim. How you doing? Today,
How are you, buddy?
Not too bad. Today we're going to talk about the Cincinnati Reds 2024 NFL Draft, which is only about 20 days away, or actually 2 weeks away from today. Talk about Tim's WrestleMania recap, and then if we can fit a few other things in, we'll go from there. Okay, Tim. So looks like we survived the solar eclipse. How'd you do on that day?
Did you actually get to see it?
Oh, yeah, I got to see it. It was great.
You were outside with your wife, Amanda.
Do what?
You were outside with your wife, Amanda.
Yeah, Amelia was out there with us, too. We had the solar eclipse glasses and everything. It was really cool. Like,
I was at work at the aquarium, and I went outside, and they let me take the glasses outside to look up, and I was getting off right when it was starting. So I saw a black cloud going in front of an orange sun.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Starting the way through. I didn't see the whole thing. I thought it was crazy.
I kept on.
You and I were home when the whole thing happened. You were, I think, outside.
Oh yeah, we were outside. I had my like I said, I had my glasses. I would keep them on and off, and look up to the sky when I put them on and everything. And
something nuts that I read about that last night.
What's that?
The next one that happens is in 2044, and two of the places that it's going to happen at, Colorado Springs, almost where I used to live, and Orlando, where it's going to happen at Disney World in August of that year.
That's pretty cool.
People are going to be at Disney in the middle of the afternoon when that happens.
Yeah, that's true.
And just about that.
Yeah, that's pretty wicked, man. That's pretty wild.
Go over there.
Yeah, he might. Once in 20-something years, he might be moved. He might move on from somewhere else. So who knows?
Working at Walgreens.
Possibly. Oh yeah, he's a good guy though. He's part of our league too. But yeah, we had a good time. We survived the solar eclipse. Nothing bad happened. I did see something interesting though when I was looking up. At one time, it looked like there was a jet that went up. Looked like a fighter, not like almost like a fighter jet or something, and you could see the chemtrails or whatever that stuff is at the bottom of it. It was pretty wicked.
I saw one that looked like it made it into the shape of a cross.
Really?
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Okay, that's cool.
It went up with the sun and down with the sun and off to the sides, and it was the shape of a cross.
That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, the guy next door to us, he was like, "That's a government vehicle. I know it is. I know it's a government aircraft." I was like, "Oh, good Lord!" So,
right.
But
some of these people really take the time to take some really good pictures.
Yeah, I got some good ones. I know a lot of other people did too. But yeah, it's a pretty cool event. Actually, Amelia, she's in 6th grade. They actually were closed for the day. They gave them the day off.
I'm not going to block my window.
I got you. You're kind of off to the side a little bit, though.
Is that okay right there?
Yeah, I can see your head now, so we're good. But yeah, okay, so let's get into the sports. Talking about the Reds, they looks like they're on a couple-game losing streak. They lost last night. I believe it was 7-2. But I was looking at the standings. They're like at 500, and they're like at 4th place, 3 games back.
In this early baseball, not a lot.
Yeah, but 3 games back earlier, that's kind of scary a little bit.
You think that's bad, you mean?
It's not bad. It's just, like, I mean, they can make up the ground and everything. There's a lot of games, but, like, I don't know.
If they play Pittsburgh for a 3-game set, they win 3, sweep them, they're tied again.
Man, that's true. That's true.
Baseball's too long of a season anyway.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of the game last night. Like, I think it was probably the first game I actually watched all season. I watched maybe an inning or two, but yeah, it's a very long season.
I don't like watching it on television.
Really, I like going in person and watching. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't like watching it on television. Sorry, I screwed up. I like going to the game.
Oh yeah, for sure. But it looks like I was looking at the stats this morning. It looks like Spencer Steer's actually leading the team in pretty much all categories, like RBIs, batting average.
I'm gonna be an RBIs.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I thought I saw that today. So it's pretty cool, though.
I didn't see it.
But yeah, he's leading the team in home runs, RBIs, batting average, and I think Ellie De La Cruz has got a couple home runs, and he's actually leading the team in stolen bases. He's amazing.
It's pretty good.
I don't know if you saw his inside the park home run from the other night, but that was pretty sweet.
I did not, but I'll find it on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. That's where we're located too. If everybody wants to check us out, check out the Dirty Cleats podcast channel on YouTube. That's the place to find us.
Why don't you share with our guests what happened this morning?
What do you mean?
You just told me 10 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah, O.J. Simpson. Yeah, supposedly he.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know how much people will care though either. I mean, supposedly he had cancer and he passed away. So, yeah, I never.
Hard to hear.
It's bad to hear or good to hear?
It's just hard to hear somebody has to go through that.
Well, yeah, but he hasn't, he hasn't really been the best person in the world either. So, yeah.
Right. That's true.
But yeah, remember when we saw his white Bronco chase when we went to Baltimore?
Is that where we were?
We were in either Baltimore or Washington, D.C. Remember we went to that trip back in 94? Yeah, 94.
It was 94, but I don't remember it being on our vacation.
Yeah, because we got right into the hotel room and then we turned on the TV and it was like breaking news: O.J. Simpson on the getting chased down.
I remember a lot of things like that, but I don't remember that actually happening when we were there.
Yeah, I think that's when it happened. Actually,
I'm sure it did.
It's pretty crazy though, man. But yeah, since the NFL draft's a couple weeks away, I think we should probably get into that a little bit. I'm excited
about getting into this because I've been thinking about this since yesterday.
Okay, I'm listening.
I want to go first.
Okay, go ahead. It's all you.
I don't know if people know this. I need to slow down because I talk fast. But if you go on to your Google search on your phone and you type in NFL mock draft simulator 2020, you can draft your own team, like you're the Bengals or the Eagles or Broncos or whoever you like. You draft your team. I've been noticing with the Bengals lately, that Brock Bowers is falling to me every time.
Wow, that's pretty crazy.
Higher linemen are kind of moving up, where he's kind of coming back. And every time I'm picking at 18, he's right there.
Wow, that's crazy.
We're all coveting Jayden Daniels and Drake May, Caleb Williams. They're all going right to the top. And then the group of three receivers, who's that? Adunze, Marvin Harrison, and Neighbor, they're right behind. Then the line can come. And it's just pushing Brock Bowers right back down to the Bengals because the only team that really interferes with that thought process is the Chargers, and they're not going to take him. They want a lineman now.
I would assume so. I would think they would need a wide. I would think they would need a wide receiver, but then again,
that too. I don't understand that, but
no. But I also saw Mel Kiper Jr. came out with his mock draft, his 4.0 mock draft yesterday, which is his final draft. Final mock draft before the draft itself, and it looks like they got just looking at it here off my phone because to print that out, it was like 100 pages just to print it out. But looking at what he has, it looks like he's got Brock Bowers going to the Jets actually
at number 10.
At number 10, yeah.
I can see that, but I don't know. The way I've been doing it keeps pushing him down to me.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's possible. I mean.
If we could get him, and then in round 2 and 3, get a receiver and a lineman, either way, we're set, man. Because then Higgins could get traded. We get like Xavier Worthy, another receiver, get Brock Bowers, get that lineman, I think from Yale, a third member, have this brought in. The Bengals would be really good.
I mean, they're really good anyway, but yeah, that would definitely help. I have a feeling that Higgins could get traded. They can't pay all those guys.
No, he should.
Yeah, I mean I can't see them paying all those guys.
Wants him to. I mean, I don't think anybody wants him to get traded. But what are you going to do? You know.
Yeah, I saw a stat today because the Jaguars just re-signed Josh Allen, their linebacker, who was franchise tagged. And it looks like so far this season there's been 9 players that's been franchise tagged. 7 out of the 9 have been signed to long-term contracts. There's only 2 other ones that haven't, and one of those is T. Higgins, which I thought that was an interesting stat.
Yep.
Do what?
Who was the other one?
Honestly, I don't remember. I just heard the stat. I'm not sure who the other one was. But
not to interrupt you.
It's okay. Go ahead.
And then he'll get a long term?
Maybe, but what I'm saying also is that if he hasn't signed the long term by now, chances are he's either going to play out the year or watch for a big trade at draft time at the draft or
You're
before
right.
the draft. So, some of the other things I saw on Kuiper's draft list, which I thought was mock draft, was interesting, is that he's got Minnesota trading with the Chargers to move up to number 5 to get J.J. McCarthy. And then they would move to 11 and 23. What do you think about them getting McCarthy, the Vikings? How do you think that would work out?
To be the quarterback of the future you're talking about?
Yeah.
I don't like that guy. And I don't know enough about them guys, though, to be honest with you, because I think Caleb Williams is kind of like a diva. And I think some of them guys are – I sent you a video the other day about Jaden Daniels, and he just kind of kept getting hit, and he just runs, but he's so small. But
yeah, I know he's
– about McCarthy, all I know is he won a national title, but he had Harbaugh as his coach. And a great team around him, but is he an individual guy that can take another team, like an NFL team, to a next level? I don't see it. I think he'll be okay.
yeah.
But I'll compare him to somebody that went a year or 2 ago that I think is just like him, which Washington's already given up on. Sam Howell and J.J. McCarthy, to me, are almost the same quarterback.
Really? Huh.
I mean, their mindset. Well,
Okay.
I don't think Sam Howell is. I think he can. If him and McCarthy were going out to compete for the number 1 job, I think it would be anybody's game. I don't think it would definitely be McCarthy's. Does that make sense at all?
No, that makes sense. I don't think Sam Howell's terrible. I think the situation he was in Washington wasn't the best.
Right. I think that's what's going to happen to McCarthy if he goes higher. Like if he goes to the Broncos with Sean Payton, guy's going to be a stud. He doesn't need one of those dinky dunk teams like the Bears or the Vikings that don't have anything going for them. They're going to drown that poor kid.
I don't know, though. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I said, now you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I don't see him leading a franchise. He kind of reminds me of Brock Purdy. He's a good quarterback. I have to give him that. But I don't see him getting over the hump.
Yeah, but they got a lot of talent there in Minnesota with the receivers and
Jefferson, yeah.
Yeah, and what's his name? The kid that was a rookie last year. He was pretty good too.
Oh yeah, Addison.
Yeah, his mind escaped me for the moment, but yeah. But I don't know.
I just said it like this instead of rambling on. I just don't think he's as good as people are putting him at right now.
I got you, but could that have been? Maybe he didn't look as good in college because Michigan ran the ball a lot. Maybe if he has the opportunity.
I think it's also, like I told you a few minutes ago, quarterback rising to the top. So he's a quarterback, so he's pretty good. Got to get him. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. I understand.
Every year in the NFL draft.
Yeah. Now, my favorite quarterback in the draft, honestly, is probably Michael Penix. I hope he goes to a good situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to see him either go to the Raiders.
They'll pick him up higher. Not that he's bad, but they're going to pick him higher than he really should have been.
Gotcha. So, hello? Okay, that was weird. Okay. I think we just lost Tim. Let me see if I can get him back. If not, this has been the Dirty Cleats podcast. And if we can fix it, we will try. Talk to you later. Bye.